What to expect from Season 3 in Dragonheir Silent Gods, that's exactly what we're going to discuss in today's video. Now, the developers today actually announced that Season 3 starts on the 22nd of March, guys, which is a bit more than 2 weeks. I do think they delayed it a little bit, like at least by a week. And I don't necessarily think that that is a bad thing, okay? I'm gonna give you guys all of my take in it. And then, of course, we're gonna discuss what exactly to expect from the season. What means seasonal reset in Dragonheir Silent Gods. I tend to do these videos every time a new season comes, so you guys kind of like get an idea of what to expect. Regardless if you are playing from Season 1, regardless if you just started playing now and you have no idea what to expect, or of course, regardless if you are in Season 2. You might be wondering if anything changed. But if you're gonna head over right here to the Clepsydra Trail, for my server, the second season will end in 6 days and 3 hours. At least that's what the game tells us at the moment. So they delayed the season by at least a week. Now, the reason why I don't think that that is a bad thing is because maybe they decided that, okay, some things are not working and we need a bit of extra time to figure out a better system on how we can make these things work better. I know they are very responsive to feedback in general, like we're giving them a lot of feedback in the CC chat. I know a lot of you guys are giving them a lot of feedback in their own Discord, on their socials, and I feel like whenever you're trying to innovate and do something new, you need to test it before you can confirm what works and what doesn't, what needs to be changed and what doesn't. So I feel like they are probably at that place right now, you know. Now, the next reason why I don't think this is bad is a lot of you guys maybe haven't finished all the content in the game. Maybe you have to do the Feymander, maybe you have to do your pillars, you know, and where are they? And having a bit of additional time to do this is actually very helpful. Last season, when I was really struggling on the Feymander, I actually waited for the Otherworld event to be finished, and then I went and completed the Feymander. Not just that, but I waited for my Psychic Core to be maxed, guys, okay? Because this gives you a lot of additional stats, gives you a lot of benefits, okay? Having the damage reduction, the extra damage is massive. So don't jump on these areas as soon as they open up. You can always wait a bit, advance your Psychic Core. This will make your progression easier in those areas. This is one of the key tips that you're gonna get in this video, okay? Now, the next thing is for the rest of us that don't necessarily have anything else to do. Well, I feel like we've been farming so many bosses, guys, for the last couple of weeks that we need to chill for a bit. We need a bit of a break. You know, we need a bit of a break because do the 15 teams or how many teams you've done on the Otherworld event, you know, and then do the teams for this boss. Then the boss changed to 50%. You gotta change your teams again. Is a lot of work. I feel like it put a lot of pressure even on the people that beat the rest of the content and they're trying to compete on the leaderboard. I feel like we can take a chill a bit, you know. We can take a chill for a little bit and just test stuff, you know. Just go and test weird stuff. You have basically a lot of extra resources that you can use now, and you're not going to need them. You can just go and farm Goblin, waste all that stamina, go level up random champions that you would never use, play around with the Vortex, play around with teams, and see what the champions can do, you know, what's the fun by using some of them, you know. Then, leaving that on the side, guys, what is happening on a seasonal reset? So right here you have the reset rules, which will pretty much explain you everything that you need to know about the seasonal reset. So far, we have no news on anything changing. We have no idea whatsoever if they're planning to change anything on the reset. But right here will basically explain you what you can keep and what you're not keeping. Now, the way the game works, the seasonal reset, is that once the new season starts, is a rush for the next 2-3 months to stay at the top of the leaderboard and basically claim the best possible rewards, how you may notice right here. Now, I'm trying to go for top 20. I kind of like messed it up because one day in the Otherworld event, I missed doing the bosses, and that put me back so much. Actually, it's crazy. If no, I was gonna do top 20, but I'm not sure if I can recover now just with the end game boss. It's not a big deal anyway. It's just 200 wire marrow and 3 extra summons, basically, you know. So the main thing is you're getting all these goodies from here. The main thing is you're getting the summoning tickets that guarantee you a legendary at every 10 summons. So you're getting 20 of these. The rarity drops, the lower your rank, you know. Then you're getting the mount or whatever other cosmetic they're planning to bring in here. And the main thing is not just that, okay? All these echoes of Clepsydra that you're collecting for the entire season will basically convert on a 100 to 1 ratio, and it will become the pure Sandcore. You see, my echoes of Clepsydra is 434,500, and I have 4,345 Sandcore. Now, what can I do with that one? Basically, if you go at the shop, that will allow you to purchase even more rewards. And of course, the higher your ranking on the leaderboard, the higher the shop tier that you have access to. So that is the main idea of seasons. You know, experiment with new teams, fight new bosses, find new strategies, have different elemental affinity, play with different metas, basically, you know, and try to compete for the leaderboard. Of course, not everybody's going to go ham on it, but for whoever is, this is what you can expect in terms of rewards. Master Scrolls, Scholar Scrolls, more summons, Wire Marrow, more summons, avatars, frames, etc. That's what you're getting from this shop. So that's the whole idea of the seasonal content. Then when we're talking about reset, you are going to lose most of the things. So you're going to keep all of your heroes. You're going to keep all of the scrolls as you had them before in the same heroes. When we are talking about gear, we're talking about artifacts, we're talking about hero levels. So the hero level will be reset to 1, okay? You cannot start new content and overpowering it from day 1. Same with artifacts. You will keep all of the artifacts, but they will reset to level 1. Now, all of this currency that you use to refine artifacts, right? You have the Essence of Creation. This will be refunded 70% from all of the summons, and from the rest of it, only 10%. So you will not be getting all of the Essence of Creation back, but you're going to get back a good chunk of it, you know. So that will help you early on to level up your artifacts, but that's time gated anyway, because they don't want you to just instantly wipe all the content off, you know. So this reset to level 1. Gear will all disappear. Most probably, next season, we're going to get new additional sets. We're going to get different things that will allow us to create different metas. So that's the whole idea as well. That's why we don't keep the gear, because they are planning to bring in new sets, and they don't want to keep 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 sets, which is fine. Then, these are some of the things. When we're talking about scrolls, how I mentioned, if you scrolled one of your heroes, that stays the same. You won't get the scrolls back, you won't lose the scrolls. All the gold that you have saved up, you will lose it. All of the wire marrow, all of the summons, you will keep them, okay? This will not reset. How you may notice, I have 364 Starlight Stone Dice. I don't open them because I don't need any of these epic heroes. I've pretty much got most of the epic heroes, and next season I'm just going to open these, and they will give me Essence of Creation. So from here on, save all of your Starlight Dice. I will do a different videos with tips on how to prepare for the next season, what to keep, what to work on. How I mentioned, all these things are being saved. Your Mercy as well. Even your Mercy on the regular summoning banner, this one right here, will go over to the next season. At least from season 1, it went to season 2. Talking about other things that they will reset. How I mentioned, the gold is gone. If you're gonna go to your backpack right here, you have all the gear that will go. But you have all these materials, cosmetics. All these will go as well. You will keep your chests, but do not think that you're going to save these chests for next season, thinking that the new heroes will be added to this chest, because they won't. You know. So right now, in my case, for example, here, I have every single rare. There's no point for me to save this chest, because the new rares won't be added here. So I can just go in and get whatever. The reason why I'm keeping them is because I will get this Essence of Creation in the next season instead of getting it now and getting only 10% back of it, okay? That's the only reason why I'm keeping this as well. 300 Essence of Creation extra. All this food will be gone as well, guys, okay? So that's fine. You're gonna go and do more food. Maybe we're gonna get new recipes, hopefully, and stuff like that. From here, most of the things are staying, but of course, all these materials will be gone. All these Philosopher's Stones will be gone. So you won't be keeping all these things. All the Affinity Solvent will be gone. All of the Fire Crystals will be gone. And all these materials that you saved up. All of your potions will be gone. Now, the next thing that most people are usually asking, will I get to save this? And I'll tell you from now, no, you don't get to save this. Even if you don't know what I'm talking about. Stamina. Can we carry the stamina over to the next season? Maybe you're gonna save all your bread. No, this does not come to the next season. So you can just literally use it now. Because there's no point to save it, guys. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm actually gonna use it right now. There we go. It's not going to move over to the next season. And I feel like that pretty much covers most of the things. I don't think I've missed anything in terms of what goes and what doesn't. I feel like I pretty much mentioned most of the things in here. And another thing to kind of like expect to be different if you're just playing the first season and you don't know it. The Elemental Affinity right now is Fire and Necrosis for Season 2, Lightning and Poison for that. We have Frost and Radiance. In Season 1 was different. In Season 3 will be different. In Beta was different. And that enables us to use different characters, use different combinations of teams that can be really, really powerful. Or it might be a bit of a struggle for some Elemental Affinities. It really depends what heroes they are bringing, okay? And how I mentioned, I'll be doing another video on what to save, how to prepare for the next season. So stay tuned for it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think it's a bad thing that they delayed a bit Season 3 rather than just bringing it in as it was? I think is nothing to be concerned of. I feel like maybe it's a good thing that they've done it because, how I mentioned, I think they are working on something. They're cooking something and hopefully it's something good. But I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.